I am Devin Johnson, high school principal, and I welcome you all to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2022. Tonight, we get to see the last 13 years that have led to this moment. We are so excited to see what the future holds for these graduates and the impact that they will have in our community and country. I am personally so proud that I was able to be a part of their lives this year and that I get to watch them walk across this stage. We do want you to know that pictures will be taken of each student as they receive their diploma and as they enter to their seating. Those pictures will be available to all the public. Please stay behind the senior seats during the ceremony to keep the focus on the students. The St. James Tech Department is live streaming and videoing the event. Please refrain from loud noises so all the seniors' names may be heard. A link to download pictures and the video will be provided in the seniors' graduation packets. We hope you enjoy the ceremony.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise, and gentlemen, remove your hats for the singing of the national anthem.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome, parents, family, friends, and graduates. We are here to celebrate a major milestone in the lives of these young men and women. We wish to honor them for their hard work and perseverance in fulfilling this goal. So please join us in honoring the accomplishments of these outstanding young adults. Please stand as our graduates enter.
Class of 2022, you may be seated. Good evening. I would like to welcome everyone to the St. James School District graduation of the class of 2022. To the class of 22, the last 4 years have been a ride, to say the least, but you have made it. When I started thinking of something motivational to say today, I thought to myself, what would a member of the class of 2022 do if they were tasked with saying something motivational? So I went and walked around the hallways, and I just started asking kids. I got some really good information, and I got some knucklehead information. There's actually a young man sitting here right now that his answer really resonated with me. I said, so hey, if you had to speak at graduation and say something motivational to your people, what would you say? He said, well, I'd do what I did all 4 years of high school. I'd get on Google and I'd write somebody else's speech. So at that point, I figured it was probably best I just went back to my office. So I went to the office, fired up the computer, pulled up Google. At that point, I said, well, if he made it, surely I can pull it off too. So I typed in great graduation speeches. I found the perfect one, I really did. However, about 20 minutes ago, I was in the middle school library, and I heard Mr. Johnson talking behind me because he's a little nervous. And I'll be darned if he wasn't practicing his speech. And I'll be darned if he didn't Google the same speech that I did. So I panicked a little bit, I won't lie, guys. So at that point, I figured, you know what? Let him have this one, and I'll just talk to you guys about your future. So our whole lives, we have been taught to not fail at anything we do. So tonight, I'm going to throw every single bit of that out the window, and I'm going to tell you all to not be afraid to fail. When you do fail, I'm simply going to ask that you fail really, really big. In life, I ask you to take chances. Don't be afraid to fail when you take those chances. Don't be afraid to dream big, guys. But remember that dreams without goals are nothing more than just dreams. I ask you to have goals, whether it be life goals, whether it be weekly goals, or whether it be yearly goals. Also remember to work hard to meet those goals. Hard work and sometimes failure are not a bad thing. Every person in this room, every adult, every kid that's sitting in here, no matter where they are in their life, they've had some sort of failure. Heck, I'll use myself for an example. Yesterday, I'm sitting around nervous as a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs, and I'm looking at a forecast, okay? Had a 40% chance of rain. We make a decision. Is it raining right now? I failed, okay? But is that always a bad thing? No, you learn from mistakes and you move forward. It's how you recover. It's how you move on. Failure is what makes the difference and will make you a better person. Look at it as a growth opportunity, a chance to get better. Seize every opportunity in life you are given, no matter how small it might be. And when you fail, learn from those mistakes and keep setting new goals and keep moving forward. To the class of 22, I sincerely care about each and every one of you, and I wish none of you anything but the best. And if you guys need anything, you always know St. James is home, and it's always a great day to be a Tiger. Mr. Johnson, go ahead and graduate your kids.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce our first class speaker. She is our Senior Class President for the graduating class of 2022, Ms. Alana Chitwood.
Hi, everybody. First of all, I would like to thank our parents, grandparents, teachers, aunts, uncles, friends, administrators, and everyone else who would like to be spending their Friday night elsewhere. Thank you for supporting us and helping us grow into semi-functioning adults. I'd also like to thank the 129 of you guys in front of me for all the laughs we've shared and the memories we have made. I hope that when each of you look back on your time spent in the St. James Public Schools, you remember the good times. Like the adults who conned a bunch of 8-year-olds into spending $10 on a dollar store yo-yo, practicing the recorder every night, hoping to get more beads than Brandon Tracy, listening to Colt 45 at 7:30 every morning in middle school, playing kill ball and foursquare religiously, the football team winning our homecoming game against Cuba and bringing home the first Route 66 rivalry trophy, being selected for all-state choir or band, our girls' basketball team going to the Final Four, and if you had Mr. Adams, you'll remember all the supervised, unstructured, independent work days, and if you had him for calc, you'll remember integrating e to the x. If you had Mr. Menendez, you'll remember all the face palms and random trivia knowledge. If you had Miss Cramey, you'll remember live or laugh, love Larry, and that she'll never turn down coffee. And finally, I hope you remember today, the day we've all been so patiently waiting for since freshman year. Freshman year feels like it was yesterday, am I right? Thankfully, we've all gotten better looking and slightly less annoying in our 4 years here. In those 4 years, we saw Toys R Us go bankrupt, Prince Harry married that one girl from Suits, and Donald Trump was impeached. We lived through a global pandemic, felt a lot of loss, watched hours upon hours of TikToks, and even made a few ourselves. We went through a lot, but we went through it as a family. John Green, or if you're like Miss Cramey, Nathan Scott once said, "One day you're 17 and you're planning for someday." And then quietly, without you ever really noticing, someday is today. And then someday is yesterday. And this is your life. I look forward to seeing what each and every one of you accomplish. Those of you going into the military, Ty, Jesse, Bradley, Damien, and Trevor, you guys deserve a round of applause. Thank you for your commitment to our country. And for those of you going into trade schools, universities, becoming mothers and fathers, going to community colleges, or joining the workforce, you also deserve a round of applause. Remember to trust the process and to trust God, because great things do take time. I'm thankful for my time here at John F. Hodge, and I'm thankful for the people I have met. For me, and I'm sure for many of you as well, there are a few teachers here at the high school who have made a really big difference in our lives. Mr. Adams is one of the most patient teachers I have had. He's been my math teacher for the last 4.5 years, bless his heart, and I cannot thank him enough for everything he has taught me. Unfortunately for him, he will never have a smarter, better looking, funnier, more charming, or more humble class than this year's third period calc class. I'd also like to thank Miss Cramey for eating lunch with me almost every day, listening to all of my problems, giving the best advice, and for being a friend. These two teachers exemplify why I love the St. James School District so much. They went out of their way to form true connections and bonds with their students, not because they had to, but because that's what real teachers do. I'd like to share a few words of wisdom I came across when I typed graduation speech ideas into Google. Neil Gaiman stated, "Now go and make interesting mistakes. Make amazing mistakes. Make glorious and fantastic mistakes. Break rules. Leave the world more interesting for your being here." Gary Boulding said, "Your families are extremely proud of you. You can't imagine the sense of relief they are experiencing. Now would be the most opportune time to ask for money. You hear that, Uncle Jay? And my personal favorite, you must always have faith in people. And most importantly, you must always have faith in yourself, Elle Woods. With that said, I wish success upon all of you. And now, when we talk about each other and our experiences at John F. Hodge High School, we'll talk in past tense. This chapter of our lives we've spent together as a family is coming to a close. And I'm so glad to call you guys my family. One unique, crazy, and slightly embarrassing family. So here's to the rest of our lives. Congratulations, class of 2022. Thank you.
It is my privilege to announce our second class of 2022 speaker, Ms. Sierra Watson.
4 years ago, we started a new chapter in the novel called Life. The pages have turned so quickly that we barely noticed the chapter is ending. But we made it. We made it through one of the most impactful chapters of our lives. Some of us showed up every day at 8 a.m. on the dot, and some of us didn't bother showing up at all. But many of us ask ourselves, why do we have to be here, or what is the point of high school? The point is all the little moments we went through to get here today. The drama and fights, the laughs and tears, breakups and makeups. It's rushing to grow up, jealousy and envy, rumors and gossip. It's getting knocked down over and over again to the point we ask ourselves, should I get up again? It's those nights where you want to be alone, but you don't want to feel alone, or the tears on your cheeks that you want to be wiped away by the one person who made you cry in the first place. It's growing up, it's meeting new people, making wishes in math class at 11:11, or discovering new things. It's getting stronger and becoming independent. It's saying you can and you're happy on your own. It's the realization that we are young, carefree, and having fun. And that's okay, because there's a whole new future at our feet. We have spent the last 17, 18, or even 19 years of our lives learning who we are, learning to love the people around us and ourselves. We have overcome challenges and grown into the young adults we are today. In those years, we have taken instruction in following the guidelines set before us so we can be best prepared for this very moment. It is in this moment we are shedding the last of our childlike skin and becoming adults. It is in this moment we're taking control of ourselves, our livelihood, the time when we begin to write our own stories. So maybe sometimes it hurts a little, but that's life. If everything went the way we always wanted them to, we'd never learn to appreciate the little moments. So take a chance, even if it risks you getting hurt. Smile and mean it, because in 30 years from now, we're going to look back on these moments and wish we were in high school all over again. When leaving here today, I want you to remember these 3 things. 1, each sentence, comma, paragraph, and story will look different for each and every one of us. 2, don't let one bad story in your chapter define the rest of your life. And 3, no one is a better storyteller than you. So class of 2022, let's pick up our pens and start writing. Thank you.
At this time, we're going to introduce our magna cum laude. Our magna cum laude consists of our academic top 10 senior students based on their GPA. Students, please stand and remain standing to be recognized. These names are not said in any particular, said in alphabetical order and not by the ranking of the GPA. Ms. Kayla Mae Brown. Autumn Michelle Hovel. Allison Delane Bullock. Alana Jaden Chitwood. Mackenzie Corrine Davis. Amber Nicole Higgins. Marissa Anne Marie Pratt. Abram Lewis Schisler. Annie Elizabeth Terrell. And Tyler Joseph Wilson. Thank you. You may be seated. All right, seniors, are you ready? Now's the time. Mr. Metcalf?
At this time, the St. James School Board members will present the class of 2022 with their diplomas. Sierra Nicole Watson. Patricia Cherie Halbrook. Bonjani Gamboa Woolsey. Alana Jaden Chitwood. Mackenzie Corrine Davis. Clary Ann DeLuca. Mackenzie Ann Lewis. Allison Delane Bullock. Donald Frederick Wiemeyer. Seth Russell Keeney. Caleb Daniel Carnes. Mark Bradley Nicholas Andres. Adriana Faith Tinsley. Emily Dawn Light. Jaden Alana Durrett. Abigail Marie Jones. Ginevra Ludignani. Sierra Elaine Kimbrough. Shelby Leanne Ragland. Elissa Dale Frere. Tyson Matthew Hendrickson. Jacob William Clark. Amber Nicole Higgins. Isabella Gianna Keene. Cheyenne Desiree Watson. Gracie Michelle McMillan. Annie Elizabeth Terrell. Paige Michelle Booty. Phoenix Allen Riley. Jesse Ray Cook. Lance Patrick Ibarra. Ryan Matthew Fought. Alicia Kaylee McBride. Bradley Alexander Busby. Hillary Rose Vollmer. Allison Renee Vollmer. Autumn Michelle Hovel. Nika Montalban Davalos Miller. Ty James Yates. Thomas Walter Corliss. Quentin Ashby Kozlowski. Trevor James Wilson. Abram Lewis Schizler. Ransom Paul Raby. Christopher Wade Dearduff. Phoenix Anthony Zandvliet. Andrew Cole Blem. William Joseph Werner. Dakota Allen Curdy. Bo Michael Dodd. Kayla Mae Brown. Logan Wade Sparks. Damian Lee Martin. Dominic Dwayne Drew Pickett. Landon Mark Henry. Devin James Luther. Tyler Christian Limback. Lucas Xavier Morehouse. Tristan Ray Light. Noah Eugene Shockley. Charlton Weast Pruitt. Jonah Otha Bartle. Logan Robert Gurrell. Dylan Ryan Donnelly. Peyton Isaac Maley. Yug Bharat Kumar Patel. Felicia Marie Pankey. Sierra Jean Sharp. Acadia Janice Grounds. Lakota Cheyenne Macy. Kira Marie Gordon. Alexia Nicole Elizabeth Duncan. Alexis Lynn Werby. Alyssa Shea Morris. Brockton Allen West. Chandler Isaac Tinsley. Christopher Tyler Boone. Justin Riley Williams. Allison Marie Heron. Jedediah Raymond Hitch. Emily Allison Kincaid. Jamie Lynn Hovel. Patsy Noel Walls. Whitney Ann Genista. Ashlyn Mackenzie Parrott. Garrett Burton Oliver Gibson. Connor Reese Richardson. Joseph Christopher Burns. Destiny Serene Romer. Tessa Michelle Rowden. Ethan Ryland Beam. Brandon Michael Tracy. Brandon Philip Braun. Tyler Joseph Wilson. William Donald Beener. Cody Wendell Garver. Anna Irene Lynch. Madison Eloise Berry. Isabella Grace Wingard. Marissa Ann Marie Pratt. Alexandria Rose Stump. Shannon Mackenzie Sharp. Alexis Sierra Johnson. Nicole Lee Bader. Harrison Joseph Janes. Justin Lee Christopher. Jacob Douglas Kluzak. Dustin Kyle Davies. James Eugene Anderson III. Caitlin Nicole Ray. Shelby Renee Parsons. Blake Tanner Kasuth. Troy Scott Edward Lewis. Ethan William Hamilton. Wesley Bishop Lewis. Dalton James Bequette. Caleb Blaine Byron Everson. Brittany Michelle Vito Mathis. Celestine Bernice Rigsby. Hayden Joseph Dye. Alexander Riley Lane Oxner. Carson Neil Ives. Tyler Clay Dye.
The class of 2022 has had its ups and downs. They've had their triumphs and tragedies. Through all the trials faced, they grew stronger together and have triumphed. This class has amazing individuals with awesome talents. This graduating class has future teachers, doctors, welders, auto mechanics, psychologists, other career fields, and 5 that have chosen to serve their country by joining the military. This class has earned, go ahead. This class has earned over $250,000 in college scholarships, and 9 members of this class have earned career technical education certificates. This is an amazing class, and I'm so proud that it was the first class that I was able to oversee. I like quotes. I write a weekly newsletter for my staff, and every newsletter I finish with a quote. My quote for this class is from Ezra Taft Benson. If you really want to receive joy and happiness, then serve others with all of your heart. Lift their burden, and your own burden will be lighter. As a group, you will always have each other. And all of you at one point or another will be the one lifting or will be the one that needs the burden lifted. Take care of each other. You only have one graduating class. Class of 2022, please stand. St. James board members, Superintendent Mr. Tim Webster, I verify that the class of 2022 has met or exceeded the requirements to graduate from John F. Hodge High School. It is my honor and distinct pleasure to introduce to you for the first time the John F. Hodge Alumni Class of 2022. We thank you all for being here. This concludes our 2022 graduation ceremony. Have a great evening.